Darts-Geschichte geschrieben, als er plötzlich im Achtelfinale stand. Inzwischen ist er die aktuelle Nummer 33 der Welt und er hat seinen heutigen Gegner Michael van Gerwen vor 2 Jahren schon einmal bezwingen können. Er will Gleiches natürlich auch jetzt zustande bringen. Wir freuen uns auf The Spartan Cristo Reyes! Ladies and Gentlemen, ein toller Moment hier für Hildesheim. Es wartet die Nummer 1 der Setzliste, die Nummer 1 der Welt. Der aktuelle Weltmeister, der Mann, der im vergangenen Jahr 25 PDC-Turniere gewinnen konnte. Hildesheim freut sich auf Mighty Mike, Michael van Gerwen! Auch heute am Entscheidungstag gilt bei allen Matches die Distanz Best of 11 Legs. Man braucht also jetzt 6 Legs, um in das Viertelfinale einzuziehen. Und auch den Caller dieser ersten Partie würde ich hier gerne herzlich begrüßen, George Noble.
A very good afternoon. We're all set for the final day of the opening European Tour event of 2017. 16 players in the frame still for the German Darts Championship, including no fewer than 6 former European Tour champions. Among them, the world number 3 and the new UK Open champion Peter Wright. Dave Chisnell, a winner here 4 years ago, didn't drop a leg in his opener yesterday. And the defending champion Alan Norris yet to lose a match on this stage as well. And of course, there's this man as well, the man at the back of the stage right now, the world champion, the world number 1 and the odds-on favourite to win a 15th European Tour title of his career, Mighty Mike, Michael van Gerwen. That said, maybe, just maybe, we'll have a new name to add to the Roll of Honour come the end of play in around about 10 hours' time. Alongside me, Rob Malarkey, under starters' orders for the start of this marathon. A very good afternoon to Chris Murphy.
First leg, Michael, to throw first.
More a sprint than a marathon yesterday, Rob. Michael van Gerwen's match was under 10 minutes, 9 minutes and 36 seconds it took MVG to see off Jermaine Watamina, a 6-1 victory to get to this stage. So we may not be chatting long in this one.
Well, the seedings have worked out. Michael van Gerwen, number 1 seed, 16 seed. Cristo Reyes coming through his opening match in the second round yesterday. Reyes seeing off Paul Nicholson
59.
by 6 legs to 2.
Yeah, they had a fantastic game at the World Championship at the end of December last year, Van Gerwen and Reyes.
45.
Reyes averaged, it's the best game he's ever played. It ended in a 4-2 defeat. He averaged 106.7 in losing to Michael van Gerwen, which was, for a few days, the highest ever losing average at the World Championship. Barney went on to average 109 in defeat to the same man in the semi-finals. But Cristo Reyes certainly showing the kind of darts that he can produce and the kind of darts that has propelled him into the top 32 of the Order of Merit.
Yeah, that victory yesterday did precisely that. First Spaniard to do so.
140.
His finishing yesterday was very impressive indeed. 6 out of 8 on his doubles yesterday for Reyes against Nicholson. Very hard to live with. Averaged 97 almost as well.
110.
Nicholson did miss darts at doubles for a 3-2 deficit. Went to 4-1 instead, but Van Gerwen here
Second leg, Cristo to throw first.
comfortably taking the first leg in just over 90 seconds.
The 110 checkout for starters for MVG. He's the first to play today. Will he be the last man playing as well? Has had a trend of winning the first European Tour events, won the first in the last couple of years, the first 4 actually 2 years ago, the first 3 last year.
Usual Sunday format for you. 8 third round matches this afternoon in the last 16 quarterfinals, semi-finals and the final itself from 7 o'clock local time tonight. So 4 matches you have to win if you want to be crowned champion and take away the £25,000 first prize. Reyes could do without visits like this.
23.
On his own throw as well, and that will light up the eyes of Michael van Gerwen, and he's punishing him in devastating fashion here, or at least he was until that final dart.
Reyes just looking to regroup himself there, took an edge before returning to the hockey to throw this time, but he knows that he can get himself to a finish first if he can find a couple of trebles. Not going to happen now. So MVG now in a strong position to break early on and double his lead.
140.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good value to do precisely that. The draw bracket follows the order of play today as well, so the winner of this one will face the winner of the next match, which features Ian White and Darren Johnson. They're on stage next. Van Gerwen here, though, for a 2-0 lead. One more dart at double 16 with Reyes waiting on 81 just in case.
33.
And Reyes will get an opportunity.
Yeah, well, the first dart obscured the target, and Michael van Gerwen had to move a few feet across the hockey. So Reyes may only get a dart at the ball. That's exactly what he's going for. But he's pinned it. Reyes levelled up, and look what it means to him. 81 follows the 1-1-0 from MVG, and now he's looking for a 1-8-0.
140.
Just a 140.
Yeah, the snarl there from Van Gerwen looks to have been inconvenienced by that leg on the board for Reyes. Dan Dawson predicted a Reyes win here. I'm going to get that out there just to let everybody know, so we can hold him to it. If it comes off, it will be an upset, but let's not forget Van Gerwen lost in the third round here last year against Daryl Gurney.
100.
Well, look, in the absence of Paul Nicholson, who is not here because he decided to go and qualify and play on the stage instead, Dan Dawson is our resident expert, Rob, so we will see if his predictions come true. I'm going to ask him for a prediction in every match just to show him up.
100.
I think there might be a case for Johnson in the next match against Ian White, and I think Joe Cullen will have plenty of backers against Sulovic later, although Sulovic was very, very good against Mervyn King yesterday.
Well, Johnson, one of just 3 unseeded players to make it into the final day of action. The other 2 are Jan Dekker and Kevin Painter, who beat Simon Whitlock yesterday. Whitlock fancied by many people to do well here. Well, this is good stuff from Reyes. Gets down to a 2-darter, but wouldn't normally return with MVG in this range.
He's missed double 16 again for the second leg running. And he's inside the wire once again as well. So a chance here for Reyes to break. Double 10. Double 5. And the 81 checkout is followed by an 80 checkout, and that was a huge pressure dart on double 5 for Christo Reyes. Van Gerwen missing darts at double 16 in legs 2 and 3. Which is uncharacteristic.
Well, is he the man for the moment, Christo Reyes? Must have felt a little hard done by in that World Championship defeat. Play the game of your life and find yourself on the end of a 4-2 defeat. Well, he's angered him, hasn't he? He's awoken Michael van Gerwen, and he's rattled in his first 180 of the match in response to being broken.
Yeah, Van Gerwen yesterday opened the first 2 legs of his victory against Watamena with 180s. He added a 177 and a 12-darter in the third as well. The 9-dart dream
97
dies once again. Another maximum in leg 4, so he got out of the blocks quickly in each leg, didn't he, yesterday? 14-darter in the 5th leg to go 5 up.
100.
Watamena stopped him in his tracks momentarily before Van Gerwen finished him off.
Could be 2 in the leg now. It is 2 in the leg for Michael van Gerwen, and he looks for an immediate break back, and even Christo Reyes can't take out 180.
Just wonder if Van Gerwen will aim for 16s again here, or
150.
he'll go another route.
Good point. Could be 4 tops. Looking like He's going down for double 16. It's proved troublesome so far for the world number one. Not this time.
Michael Van Gerwen.
I think maybe he just needed to find a double 16 just to get himself back on track, because it can, I assume, play on your mind if you are missing a double like that.
Seems to have found his range, averaging
100.
around 107. Or was before that double attempt.
Well, 6 players have beaten
100.
Michael Van Gerwen this year. Richie Edhouse in the UK Open qualifier. Steve Beaton likewise in the second. Peter Wright beat him in a quarter-final of a UK Open qualifier as well.
145.
Willie O'Connor and Darren Johnson in the Players' Championship. And then on Thursday night, Raymond van Barneveld in the Premier League in Manchester. Can Cristo Reyes become number 7? Well, he's 2 apiece here. We're on throw. Van Gerwen has the advantage of having thrown first and having broken back here.
Barney, one of the many big names not here, although he did attempt to qualify.
60. $134.
Michael Van Gerwen is a former champion here as well. He beat Gary Anderson in the final 2 years ago in Hildesheim.
96. Michael, you've got 41.
So it's a title that he's looking to regain. Double 16 again here for Van Gerwen. He's missed with the first dart and with the second.
Well, he's persisting there. It's an opening for Cristo Reyes, 105. He only needs to find one treble, or may even look at the bullseye. And he's found the treble. Now then, Reyes for a break.
Ooh.
73. Michael, you've got 32.
Pivotal moment, this.
Shot
Eventually, but he's
Michael
not
Van
convincing on double 16 so far. And a bit of anger in his eyes as he snatched his
Gerwen.
darts from the board there.
Game on.
Missed dart at double 16 for Reyes for another break of throw, but he failed to take the opportunity.
We'll just take this opportunity to run you through the order of play. We've mentioned the winner of this takes on White or Johnson, which comes next, and it's Chisnell against Klassen, Van der Pas against Jan Dekker, and then this number 2 seed Peter Wright takes on Stephen Bunting. Norris, the defending champ, against Kim Huybrechts, Kevin Painter against Gerwin Price, and the afternoon session rounded off with Mensur Suljovic taking on Joe Cullen.
100.
Yeah, something for everyone there. Norris and Huybrechts, both European Tour winners.
59.
And we see Van Gerwen 3 from 10 on his double so far.
140.
Well, this match has just surpassed the 10-minute mark, so Van Gerwen won't be breaking any timing records today.
177. Receiving 167.
So it's a marathon to win these titles, isn't it? Final day, got to win 4 matches in one day to take the trophy and the rather lucrative £25,000 winner's cheque.
Well, Reyes is in good position to level things up here, albeit on his own throw.
140.
But Michael Van Gerwen is down to a double 16 finish once again here. He's persisting with that particular track if he gets the opportunity. 52 away for Reyes.
Is he thinking about a change of tack now?
Yeah, double 16 he goes for in the end anyway. And, well,
54.
maybe that hesitation cost him there.
32.
Just lost a bit of fluidity and a bit of motion. Van Gerwen for double 16. Misses with the first dart once again. But not with the second. Van Gerwen breaks for a 4-2 lead. Could be business as usual now.
Well, Reyes has missed darts in each of the last 2 legs. He could have found himself 4-2 ahead, but instead he's got an uphill task against the best player in this sport.
Yeah, Reyes, credit to him, he's getting himself in position, but last couple of legs he's missed darts at double 16 for what would have been a completely different scoreline and a very different emphasis on this match as well.
100.
Well, that was... don't often see that, do we, from Van Gerwen? An audible cry like that.
Yeah, but you'd think he'd scored 26. He'd scored 100.
100.
Wouldn't say he's rattled here by any stretch, but he's not happy with himself, certainly.
140.
Little nod of approval there from Van Gerwen.
Just to give you an idea of the popularity of darts in this area, we worked out 2.5% of the population of Hildesheim are here today.
59.
Very good.
130.
When you say we, do you mean you?
Oh, no, someone told me. Actually, I just completely nicked it off someone else. Here then, Van Gerwen, is he going to go for bull or is he going to lay up and leave double 16 again? There's your answer.
Yeah, Reyes adrift on 282, but Van Gerwen went for glory anyway.
But if he's going to go for bull, why bother looking at Reyes' score? Which has just decreased rather significantly.
Indeed it has. So, double eights here for Van Gerwen.
Short to the 7th leg, and Michael Van Gerwen.
Well, he's had a few issues today. He's had a couple of wobbles here and there and a couple of anxious moments, but he is just one leg away. He leads 5-2.
58.
No one has won this particular title twice yet, so Michael Van Gerwen looking to be the first man to do that. Phil Taylor, Dave Chitnell, Gary Anderson, MVG himself and Alan Norris, the previous winners of the German Darts Championship.
$96.
6-1 yesterday. It was very, very comfortable. It hasn't been the 5-2 scoreline doesn't really reflect how close this has been.
It's a harsh scoreline. If it does finish 6-2, I think that will be a very harsh reflection as far as Reyes is concerned.
96. $100.
Would be good to see Reyes get one more on the board just to see where it takes him.
Of course, the win for him against Paul Nicholson yesterday was important. A 16th seed here, so it aids his chances of not needing to qualify for future events. Had he lost yesterday, he wouldn't have received any ranking prize money.
60. 151.
Yeah, the Pro Tour Order of Merit is on a 1-year basis, isn't it, as opposed to the 2-year basis for the Order of Merit for the world rankings themselves. Reyes here just looking to do some good approach work here, and he's down to 58 with Van Gerwen on 200.
He's going in the right direction in both.
120.
A couple of bullseyes from MVG, bit of showboating towards the end of this one. Will it play on the mind of Cristo Reyes as he looks at double top to get a third leg on the board?
Not a bad marker. He's gone underneath the wire.
Michael, you require 80.
Go on, follow two bulls with two tops. Doesn't go that route. Sensible option. And now gets a dart at double top.
40.
High and wide.
You require 20.
Well, he's taken out double 5 already today, and he's done it again.
Michael to throw first.
Yeah, took out double 5 for a 2-1 lead, and he takes out double 5 to trim the deficit to 5-3.
59.
Well, he won't like that. Muttering to himself once again here. Now, Reyes, if he can just post a ton 40 or more, it might just give him the kickstart he needs, but so far,
59.
Well, Van Gerwen's got away with that one to an extent.
The importance of punishing every visit from a player like Michael Van Gerwen must make it almost harder to throw the darts when you approach the board, knowing this is my chance.
Knowing that you've got to do it here and now as well, and that there are no second opportunities.
Yeah, Van Gerwen just one leg away from victory and probably heading back to the hotel for some rest and refreshment, getting ready for this evening session.
Well, that's it. That's the advantage of playing first. If you win, get it out of the way. Chance to regroup.
His average has dipped below 100, and that's not commonplace for Michael Van Gerwen, is it?
100.
By no means a vintage Van Gerwen that we saw yesterday, but the important thing is to move through to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, get the job done, move through, and of course, if there is room for improvement, which I'm sure there is from Van Gerwen, all well and good for the evening session ahead when you have 3 matches to come, potentially.
And he has had a habit of getting better as he goes on in these tournaments.
Yeah,
we saw a brilliant final, didn't we, against Gary Anderson a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was superb.
109.
Well, Reyes giving himself every chance here But Van Gerwen once again on double 16. He's not been convincing
42.
in that area of the board today, and Reyes has a chance to break back here.
Well, I like the 180 from Reyes. Yeah, it left double 11.
Split it though.
Rattled Van Gerwen, didn't it? That's why players do that. Get the crowd going on their side, but
well,
is he hoisted by his own petard there, Cristo Reyes?
Well, he arrived.
Michael, you requires 32.
Needing, well, he potentially had one dart for it there, but he went to split it, so he cost himself a dart at a double.
Okay, shot.
And ironically,
And
Michael Van Gerwen
Michael Van Gerwen
finds double 16 at the very first time of asking. Had problems in that area of the board throughout this match. It could have been a very different story midway through that one, but in the end, Michael Van Gerwen, with a wry smile, seals his progression into the quarterfinals of the Happy Bet German Darts Championship. Cristo Reyes will perhaps go off stage now and reflect on what might have been, but the world number one marches on, and he'll find out very soon who he will face in the last 8 tonight. Ian White and Darren Johnson on stage next. We'll grab a quick word here with the world champion Michael Van Gerwen.
Cristo, in the beginning, he put a little pressure on you. Is it good to have an opponent really in the beginning of a day?
It's still early, and I think all the people here, they want to see darts, and Cristo played well in the beginning, and I missed here a few doubles here and there, but that's darts. That can happen, and you try to perform all the time, but they don't mind about what we're doing. They're having a party anyway.
Tell us, Premier League in Rotterdam, always special for all the Dutch players, above all for you. How was it?
The Premier League in Rotterdam is absolutely phenomenal. 10,000 people turn up in orange, and yeah, that's at least they got something to support, because the football is absolutely not good.
I was 0-2 against Bulgaria. What's going on there?
I don't know what's going on, but they can't win a game anymore. But I hope that will change in the future, and it's one of them things. They are lucky they're German. They already have a couple of World Cup titles.
But we are looking for darts players who play top 5, you know.
Yeah, of course they're looking for. They got very good football players, but not as good football players and dart players. Of course, you got Mike Salt. He's good, but he's not on the top yet, and that takes a while. But we don't want to talk about football. They're here for the darts.
See you later again. Thank you, Michael. Michael van Gerwen. Der sagt, das kann doch gar nicht sein.